Hey guys, it's Maxie here and welcome to episode 3 of our Motherwell save, the young team on the Football Manager. They'll be the final game of our group stage of the Betfred Cup, which unfortunately since you last joined us has went a little bit tits up. Vital game away to Ayr ended up in a disastrous defeat, basically all over the place, and yeah, basically completely paid for that. Ayr then went on to beat St Mirren as well, so they've qualified as group winners. So this match against St Mirren is for a place hopefully in the last 16 as one of the best runner-up. We did try our away tactic for the first time, which wasn't too successful. You can see there Andy Murdoch with the opening goal, Jamie Adams making it 2-0 shortly afterwards. Alan Forrest made it even worse when he made it 3-0, and Alan Campbell gave us a little bit of saving grace, but we did make a few changes. Done at left back, given Hartley a game. Turnbull struggled, as I say, wasn't fully fit, but we played him. And even went with the combination of playing Danny Johnson alongside Curtis Main, which, as you can see, with two 6.3s, is certainly not effective. Because the thing is, with this competition, you need to obviously give guys game time as well, because it is in our pre-season. But it shows losing to Ayr, and that's without the likes of Moffat and Shankland really doing anything against us. So we lost that, which was unfortunate. We took on Spartak Moscow in a friendly. Not really made much cash out of it, but goals from Denis Golashevkov, or whatever it's pronounced, and Luis Adriano for Gaboli Aribe. Pulled one back for us. A lot of yellow cards in that, dominated in terms of chances against us, but some more minutes in the legs. And you're just hoping, once the season fully kicks in next week, it will be ready to go when we travel to Hibs, and then especially that Hamilton game on the Friday night. So no other real changes, as I say, really just been bringing in a few members of staff to bulk the team up, but apart from that, I think it was like one physio we brought in since you last had a look. Financially pretty much the same, and yeah, we'll just kick on and hopefully give ourselves a good performance here. But we went back to the home tactic, so the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-1, whatever it is, it's a 4-3-3 anyway, that's the main thing. Yeah, with this Carson, Grimshaw, Aldred Dunn, Tate, McHugh, Turnbull, Campbell, Hastie, Aribe, and Ross McCormack, with subs Gillespie, Hartley, Cadden, Freer, Rodriguez, Gorin, Johnson, and Main. Try to get Rodriguez, Gorin, and Cadden some game time here to get their fitness up. I've put James Scott back down to the reserves just really to make sure he's playing games. There's no point having him in the first team where he's just not going to develop. So it'll be a case of, we'll try and get him on the bench as much as we can, but as long as he's getting minutes under his belt, and hopefully he's developing into a fine player, and we'll see if we maybe punt him out on loan if need be, because with Abbey, with Connor Salmon kicking about, there's plenty of striker options here, and I don't want to nullify any of the young team going forward. So we'll kick on. As I say, as our home tactic, I've changed the philosophy to attacking. Let's just go at St Mirren and hopefully pick up a good result. They're going to play a 4-1-4-1. You can see there quite a lot of new signings they've got, which I think they picked up in that January window. Andreas Dreyer came in, Natazon came in, goalkeeper, I believe the left back and the centre back as well. So a lot of guys I'm not actually too familiar with, because when we played them it was just before the January window. So only really the likes of Baird, McGuinness, McGinn, Ryan Flynn, these kind of guys, Paul McGinn on the bench there. Simonian Jackson, who scored a winning goal, unfortunately, played against us. So we'll see what we do. Nice sunny day in Motherwell, very rare. I'll just say to the guys, it's all over, have a good one. Basically just using a calm team talk, just not putting them under too much pressure, and hopefully we can produce a good performance. Let us know as well how you feel about the camera angle. As I say, this is actually the first time I've played in 3D this year. I've just been battering every save as 2D. But anyway, Dreyer plays it. And again, good save there from Carson, but we're kind of looking for the man at the edge of the box there to close that down. It really was a free opportunity there. Here's Turnbull. Hopefully this is a counter-attack and not just a way to continue the highlight, and unfortunately that seems to be the case. But you can see there, Ayr on 10 points. We have 7. St Mirren have 7. Airdrie have 2 and Stennismuir have 2, so looking to finish second or third at least. It says that draw is the final outcome here. We go to penalties and we'll play for a bonus penalty point, something that can maybe give us 8 points, which I don't think is enough usually. to qualify. So I think it's 8 groups. I'm trying to remember. I think it's 8 groups, top 8, top 4 runners up, and then the 4 teams that qualify for Europe. That would make 16, so that makes sense. So you're really trying to get as close to that 9-10 point margin as you can. But pretty drab aside, even game, slightly edging it in possession, same amount of shots, no real clear cut chances, and a disappointing 6.4 for Ross McCormack. So I think we'll probably change it up a little bit. Probably just in personnel. I think we'll take off McCormack, and I might even look to switch the wingers at half time. We'll actually give him a bit of bollocking as well, aggressive, not happy with your performance. And what we'll like to do is 2 changes actually. I'm going to take out Carol McHugh and put in Rodriguez Gordon. We're going to ditch the DM in the team, and Ross McCormack will come off for Curtis Main. So I'll change Curtis Main to target man, and Rodriguez Gordon will play further forward and a free, and he'll sit and just play as a deep line playmaker defender. He plays more deeper for Motherwell. He does get stuck in, admittedly. Then just kind of going with that, and I want to put Hastie in the left and Aribe on the right. And what I want to do, just go in possession, shoot on sight, and let's whip crosses in the box. See if we can get some joy with that. Because the worrying thing with Motherwell is Connor Salmon and Curtis Main both have a finishing stat of 9. Absolutely fantastic, a 9 rating for their finishing, so you don't really expect many goals for them. So ideally, us playing them, you'd want them playing in a 2. But it is what it is. It's limitations to start with. That's how you're hoping the younger players can come through and develop pretty quickly. Although worryingly, 60 odd minutes on the clock, not a lot happening. Popescu out to Music. Please don't concede Motherwell. It'll be quite disappointing to have a defeat in this competition to a league rival. Doesn't look good for the league championship. There's Dreyer. Come on, oh my lord. Flynn gets so much space there at the back post. Thankfully, the chance is pretty poor. Motherwell's going to make our final change. It is going to be Jake Hastie coming off. And we're going to go with Elliot Freer. Just going to go natural width. Just attack, go for it, and hopefully cause them some problems with some direct running down both wings. I'm actually going to do what Motherwell usually do when Elliot Freer comes on, and that is just focus everything down the left. Let's try and go a bit more direct. Come on, we're playing Curtis Main up front. See if we can get some joy out of that. Let's go pitch and confirm that. Let me give him a wee shout as well. I've mostly just been using encourage. Sometimes I'll use get creative, but encourage just, it's a difficult one to judge because you don't want the body language to go down on your players. Just a bit annoyed that it takes a while before you then have to wait before you can get another one. There's David Turnbull, Rodriguez, not great at all here, but Turnbull, Aribe, Grimshaw's made a run. There's Grimmy, ball in, Curtis Main, Aribe, and there we go, Elliot Freer. Bit of luck there because it is basically a ball that pinballs around the 6-yard box and just thankfully falls for Elliot Freer. And he puts it in the back of the net. We'll sit in cautious for the last couple of minutes, hopefully seeing this game out. Come on, referee. And then we just need to hope that the FM gods are with us and give us one of those qualifying berths. So here's a reboot. Main will chase it, hopefully run the clock down a little bit. It just shows, the league season's certainly not going to be easy. You'd imagine St Mirren will be down the bottom. Livingston, Hamilton, Dundee, unless Livy's been buffed in this game, but I expect it to be quite a split league where these kind of teams and ourselves battling down the bottom and everyone else up the top. So happy with that. Grimshaw and Freer, your main 2 men there. A lot to improve on, but hopefully as the season kicks in, we'll get there. And of course, as long as the players develop, then hopefully we'll be okay. Let's have a wee look there. Motherwell qualified for the second round. We've done it. Just in normal. We won't be seeded, so there is a high chance we'll probably draw a Rangers or a Celtic. I'll just quickly see if we can space bar in, if it will give us that second round draw. Hopefully, very quickly. So we can leave in a cliffhanger knowing who we've got in the second round. But next games to say will be that match against, I'm going to reject that because I'm going to need Adam Livingston at one point, against Hamilton. So I don't think they do seed it, which is good. That's okay. They seed it in real life, but good job they don't seed it here. So avoided Rangers. We've avoided there. I think we can still draw them even though they're in a group. And it is an absolutely terrible draw. One of the teams you don't want is Rangers, Celtic, Hibs, Hearts and Aberdeen. And it's a trip to Hibernian, so that's going to be difficult. Of course, they look at them, they've got the likes of Stephen Mallon in there, Ryan Gold, Kambari and McNulty up front, and then a lot of good quality in the bench there. People coming through, Ollie Shaw, Ryan Porteous is coming through, and then you've got Omenga, they've got loan from Genoa, Agipong's Man City. Yep, so there is a lot of players there that can cause us problems, and that's maybe including the likes of Martin Boyle as well. So that is going to be tricky, but good to see we made it through. The board do want quarterfinals, but I think they'll accept a defeat against Hibernian. So it means going forward, Hibs twice in 2 weeks in between that game against Hamilton, and that will be our next live playthrough, the Lanarkshire Derby. That match on a Friday night game, so I believe we should be on eSport in game. But that is it for this episode. Nice wee win over St Mirren. So a bit said, like, progress is okay, but it's all down to the nitty-gritty, the bread and butter going forward, the League Championship. So hopefully we can kick on. As I say, we'll have a round-up, of course, if anything happens in the Hibs game, if we have any ins and outs, which is unlikely because I do want to keep this squad together unless it's one or two loans or an outstanding bid that can financially secure the club, because we do kind of need to sell a player every year, so that more likely won't happen this year because there's money in the bank, but next year you could see probably one of the older guys that we can punt on for money. I do want to try and keep on the likes of Campbell, Turnbull, build the team round about them. You need to worry that I'm starting 3 of my 5 loan signings as well, which I've noticed as well, 5 loan signings, or I would have just had a full team of people from St Etienne, very similar to how Hearts had pretty much the Kaunas team back in the mid 2000s. Obviously, just if you were Lithuanian, you pretty much played for Hearts. But yeah, before I ramble on, good win, good episode, happy with that. We'll kick on. Hope you guys will join us for that game against Hamilton. If you enjoyed it, please leave a wee thumbs up. Any comments are deeply appreciated. Let me know what you think of the Scottish football season so far. And yeah, how you're finding FM, how you're finding the new update. Is MD as good as David Turnbull? Let me know. And yeah, take it easy. And I'll see you next time for episode 4 of The Young Team. Bye bye.